Well, look at that. You played the GH promo for 2023. I love it.
Yeah, I'd been neglecting it. And I was like, let me throw this one back out there because it gets me pumped up. I don't know about you.
It does. It's kind of like a restart, right? Kind of like a good welcome back. It is midweek, midday, and you know what that means. You're right here with your two favorite paranormal besties, Rob and Sara, right here. Get haunted. The network is alive. It's right here. We've got all our amazing friends on the side. All right, let me put my
Get
eyes
your
back on
eyes
so we
on.
can I know. So we can at least say hello to everybody. So we have our friend Stacy that was here early, keeping us a little bit of company on the side. Hi, Stacy. Always a pleasure to. I get nervous when he's not on there early, by
I
the way.
know. It's like what happened to Stacy.
Yeah, like where's Stacy? I don't like it. Mr. John C. Hello, John. How are you this afternoon? We have Di herself. Hello, Di. We now know Di from MSP.
That's
We don't
right.
make that mistake
No,
three
never again.
times, not three times.
All right.
Let's see. We have Miss Brittany is here, our Instagram queen. She's killing it over there on Instagram. I love it. There is Miss Danny Marie. Did you guys check out her new badass tattoo? You probably can't. You can almost see it in that little square right there. That
Yeah.
picture. It is a giant get haunted. It looks so crazy sexy on her. It looks amazing. There is Kyle. Hey, Kyle. We have Miss Sandra. How are you doing? She just had a big weekend. She just had her pre-wedding, all her little, I think, like wedding shower and maybe a bachelorette party, but she had a all things wedding weekend this last weekend. So she's just a few short days away to tying the knot. We have Mr. Bill Bryan, Empty Caskets and Get Haunted with us right here.
A resident
We have
Viking.
President Viking, that is true. We also have Facebook user, hey to you, everyone. We have Miss Rachel.
Oh,
Oh, so much love goes to Rachel and Kevin. Let's see. We have another one. Hey, Rob. Hey, Sara. Hey, back to you. It's Tammy. It's Tammy. Hey, beautiful. We have Miss Sam. I hope your filming project is going well. I know you've been working hard on her. She's been working on her college project and can't wait to, if she can share it with us, I can't wait to see what it is she's creating. She's pretty crazy creative. So love that. Hey, Leah. How are you doing? We have must be Kevin. Hey guys, we love
hey, hey.
Kevin. He belongs to Rachel, biggest loves on the planet.
Yes.
Um, we have Miss Pat here,
That,
creator of amazing cups. I just saw my cup that she made for me, and I cannot wait. It is so awesome. It is a paranormally blonde, get haunted fumery collab that everybody's going to want this cup. They were carrying them around, right, at the Penhurst
yeah.
Paragon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't even
I
know they were
love that.
coming. We'll get to that.
Yep. Hello to you. Hello and wave to you. What up, everyone? 9 days. Sandra's saying 9 days until she says, I do. I love that.
Oof.
What up, everyone? And hey, all. So if we don't know, sorry, we can't see. I know. I really don't like that about you'd think StreamYard would fix that,
You would
right? You would
think,
think they would. Yeah,
yeah,
you would
it's
think.
there's a whole process. Hey, Cronin, Mike Cronin's here.
Here's Mr. Mike.
My man
Hey,
working the
Mike.
table all. We'll get to Penhurst in a little
Yeah.
bit, but yeah, oh my God.
Yeah. So we're this maybe this is Al, maybe this is Al, and then Leah
Yeah,
was
it's Al. Hey, Al.
love that, and this is Faye. Hello, Faye.
Hey, Faye.
Um, yeah, so we've kind of had like a big week, like we had last week was kind of a nice little roller coaster, keeping life totally unpredictable and
Unpredictable. Yeah.
and fresh, right? And fresh. But again, thank you to everybody on the side that has stuck with us and supports us. And we are right here supporting you every ounce of the way. You are what keeps us going. It is all about you because you are the paranormal community. So without you, none of this would even be possible. None of it. Hey, D Hoot. I know I didn't do I know, right? I didn't do Paranormally Blonde. Dee Dee had 2 Mondays off. She had some obligations to take care of. I was just kind of tired. It was one of those things where, you know what, we had some fun the week before with Kyle, Danny, and Rob, and we played a little game with all our friends. But I was just, yeah, I think it was just one of those like, when you just don't want to give half-ass you. right? You
Right?
just, so I didn't. So yeah, I did love it. I'm not gonna lie, it felt a little weird to
Yeah, she was
not go on.
jonesing. She was jonesing.
Yeah, yeah,
But we
right.
worked on work instead. It's a
We
work.
did. We did. It was a work day. But yeah, so we just kind of rode the wave there, and we are right back here to our Wednesday midweek midday with each of you. Rob, hi Rob.
Hi.
It feels weird if I don't say hi to you.
It does feel weird. And it
It
is
does
weird.
feel weird.
You're supposed
It
to
is
say hi
weird.
to me.
I know. Hi Rob. And that too. That is true. I brought home a college kid, so there has been a lot of that. Um okay. So you had a big weekend.
It was a big weekend. Penhurst Paracon, our first time there.
Mm,
If I'm reading the history properly, it's their third time doing it.
okay.
I think there was twice prior to COVID happening,
Okay.
and then they took a break, and then they came back apparently with a
Mm.
vengeance. There were, last I read, about 5,000 tickets sold.
Wow. Wow.
Um, it's an enormous location, so
Yeah.
they had vendors set up in buildings, they had vendors
Yeah.
outside, they had vendors everywhere.
Yeah.
So quite a big celebrity cast there. If you
Yeah.
saw us on the socials, you'll know that Ghost Hunters was there. What do you call them now? Project Fear.
Yeah.
Jack Osborne was there. It was great.
Wow.
This is one of my favorite stories of the whole thing. Kyle and I were outside just before it started on day one,
Yeah.
or Saturday, and they have somebody kind of directing traffic, telling you where to park. And Jack has shaved his beard off. Doesn't look like Jack to me either. So up comes this Tesla, and the guard stops him. He's like, "You guys a vendor?" And they're like, like, "Nah, we're celebrities." And the vendors, the guards, like, he laughed when he knew. He was like, "Oh my
Yeah.
god!" So they let Jack park, and they were cutting it close to start time. So we were walking by, and I'm like, "Hey, Jack, you need a hand with your bags or anything?" Because they had a bunch of shit to bring in there. He's like, "Yeah, if you don't mind." So we're like, "Yeah, of course." So we helped Jack load in to get to his his table. And yeah, it's just kind of cool. I've always wanted to meet an Osborne. Um, watched Jack many times. I wish his dad was there. I wish Ozzy was there. But yeah, so that was kind of how we started it off, by carrying Jack Osborne's heavy ass boxes and bags in. But it was worth it. So that was it. Day one. No, he didn't tip me. Um, day one it was chaotic. I mean, there were
Yeah.
so many people, Sarah.
Yeah.
The table would be swamped, and then we'd get a breather for 10, 15 minutes. People were coming in waves. They were coming to meet all the celebrities, and there were quite a few there.
Yeah.
But like you mentioned, last week was a little bit of a roller coaster in many ways. But I know, and I've said this to you privately, if you were there with 8x10s and a Sharpie, we would be billionaires today. There are so many people showed up to find you, to talk to you, to listen to you, to just show support. It was one of the greatest. If we did zero business that weekend, like, to me, that would have been worth it. Seeing how many people asking for you, looking for you, it was just beautiful. It was beautiful.
Oh,
So the community, like, just such caring and kind people. But they weren't just there for you. They were there to
no.
get haunted. They were there um,
Yeah.
to buy a shit ton of hoodies and shirts, and learn about us. Above and Below Paranormal, really, really great crew. They grabbed us at the end, and we did a cool photo with them at their little step in and repeat area that they had set up, which was really cool. But yeah, it was heartwarming. It was amazing. So many great people showed up to learn about us, to meet you. Look, I used to be the celebrity of Get Haunted. Apparently, it's you now. It's on your website. We're gonna check it out. Someone
Yeah.
grab their website. One of my mods here drop their website
Yeah,
on
drop their website
over here and go follow them. The crew showed up. I mean, we had an army of us as well. We had, Bill, Tanya, Ann, Kara, her boys. We had myself, Marianne, who's the biggest celebrity in the whole crew.
Yeah.
Who else did we have? We had God, why am I blanking here? Lori,
Kyle, Danny, Kyle.
So, we took shifts. And
Julie, Terry.
Oh my God, forgot.
Katie was there.
Katie, thank you, Kyle. Two Brothers Extreme, who are now apparently working tables with us. These dudes they were kicking ass out there, getting people over there.
Ann and Kevin. Don't forget them.
Oh my God, Ann and Kevin. I think I said Ann. I thought I said Ann. I'm sorry, guys. And Kevin's mom, Grace. It was just so much of the family was there. I said Two Brothers Extreme. Kyle.
I think that was the beautiful part. Rob and I actually had a discussion this morning. And I think it sounded like this Paracon, I've only been to one my entire life, and that was just this past fall. And it was not I don't believe that it was anything like Pennhurst. But it seems like to me, what was expressed at this particular Paracon is what the paranormal community is. And that is truly the entirety of the community. I know people were there to see celebrities. Obviously, we all want to have a moment to be able to see these people that we admire and watch. But it was I loved hearing everybody sharing the stories of just the community itself, everyone part of the community that came together. Anyone that came up to Get Haunted to share their story with Get Haunted. That's what this is about. This is the connection that Get Haunted is most proud of. This is what it was for Rob. And when I hooked up here and started working with them, this has been really important part of what our mission is.
That was realized that day. Individuals, teams, groups, whatever you want, people came up to share stories, seek a little guidance, to offer a hand. It was, look, everyone, I'm not saying the word, but hey, Lori, that part, you know what, if we didn't sell a single thing and that Paracon cost me money, it would have been worth it. It would have been worth it to see those connections being made and to hear those people's voices. It was truly an amazing experience from top to bottom. I don't have words for it. I think on the ride home, Mike, I'm gonna get to her, but on the ride home, Kyle, Danny, and I kind of talked about it. It was like, God damn, we needed that. Like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you liken everything to a war movie, that was, you get off the helicopter back behind the front lines and you get to go have a hot meal and do some R&R. It was a much needed and refreshing scene. I'll be honest. Look, you and I especially have been kind of front and center in a very public battle as of Tuesday. Call it a battle, whatever you want. It was a situation. And I was nervous about being out there and any weird feelings. And there was none of that. If anything, it was positive and people embraced stuff for the most part. I'm sure there was some goofy shit happening in the background, but nothing I would worry about. It just was, it was beautiful. It was great. I don't know how else to say it. And yes, to Mike's point, go ahead. You finish. I saw you were going to say something. I know when Sarah.
No, 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 I know. Well, when am I not gonna say anything?
Oh, well.
Probably, right? But I agree. I think that and Kyle, this is something that you have said a few times. I know, and Rob, you have said that exact same thing, that it was just humbling.
Yeah.
Um, and I think, you know, that is something we sort of touched on this morning, when we sort of we kind of like to do a recap and sort of get our shit together, and then how we need to move forward. And one thing that we have acknowledged, is that we have lost a little bit of sight as to, and it just is what it is, right? We lost sight to what our true purpose was,
Yeah.
and a little bit what we have seen, except Penhurst seemed to bring it back. And that's the beautiful thing about you guys getting to do this Paracon this past weekend. Beautiful timing, really, if you think about it. Is that the paranormal has lost a little bit of sight as to what it truly is. We have made it so not about paranormal and so much about each of the living people and who they like and don't like, and who's in and who's out, and who's faking and who's not faking, and who's doing this and who's doing that, that we're not even talking about the reasons why we're all wanting to do this, right? We Rob and myself have lost sight of that. We used to have amazing conversations of thoughts and theories, and you know, we kind of let the things that we can't, we're not going to be everybody's first choice, and we're not going to be everybody's friend, but you know, we kind of just forgot that these people, when they talk about their stories, what they share with us, it's like, yeah, that's what this is. This is what this was always meant to be space. This is not supposed to be about Rob and Sara. This is not, this is just space we've created with so many 28 amazing people who are here to support and add to the experience for anybody and everyone who wants to be in the paranormal, in the actual subject of paranormal.
Yeah. You know, I think, and the saddest part of it all, and we were quiet until last Tuesday, is we were on the sidelines. We got dragged into something that we didn't want to be a part of. So yeah, the forgetting or losing sight of the goal was not, it was only because we got pulled in. It was a whirlwind of insanity. But that is, that's now in the rearview mirror, right? And we had to sit and talk and refocus and re-energize. And it, again, I don't know if Penhurst didn't happen, I don't know if we had gotten to that point this quickly. I mean, it's a week later, right? And it was a lot. It was a lot, but we are, yeah, Joe. Yeah, it's hard to see it. It's hard to see it when you're, you know, in the midst of it. So, but yeah, I felt it, guys, and we saw it, and I do. I wish Sarah was there for that part, because I just don't have words. But yeah, so we're back, you know, to our crew. We know it'd been a little bit kind of vacant, but there was a lot to work through, and now that all these spotlights have been turned on, and now that, at least on the surface, it looks like it's all behind us, we're back. And we were never going to go
Yeah,
anywhere. We just lost sight of the most important things, which is everyone
yeah,
watching, everyone that comes to our
it's
events, and our crew.
it's all of them, and that's the real, you know, the real crux of Get Haunted and Paranormally Blonde has always been, you know, we here's the thing. Everybody started somewhere. Everybody. I don't care if you are the highest star on network television. Everybody started somewhere in paranormal. Nobody has been granted any special inside look into the paranormal. We are all in this together. We all choose to be here for different reasons, and I can respect those. But I think that is what kind of like, right? We've made it, it's become so humanized in the sense of, you know, I've been, Rob, you and I have been doing this for a long time. You know, I'm looking for the connections and the consciousness and the greater beyond. I'm not looking to be the person who discovered something new, because I think we discover something new every day together. And so here we have this amazing opportunity to make sure that if anybody has ever felt like you or myself or anybody else in the crew at any given time, we don't want you to have to suffer through that. You're not alone. We're trying to take that part of it out for you and just say, let's stop the crap. We are not here to judge you. We are not here to tell you how to do it. This is what we love. And we are so honored to be able to share that with each of you. So that's really for us what it sort of comes down to, right? We might not be the biggest, we might not be the best, but I think that we are truly a loving circle of people who really, it's not about anything outside of, everybody can go do their thing. Everybody. Yep. It's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you said it at one point in all of our, you're like, the dead are probably standing around going, what the fuck is wrong with all these people? Like, you know, what about us? We're over here. And that, man, like getting back to them and to the people that are looking to explore, it just needed to happen. So we're back. Things will sort themselves out, however they sort themselves out. Everything we said last Tuesday was truly from the heart. But it's not going to be a distraction for us any longer. Starting right now, right here, what the hell time is it? 23 minutes and 30 seconds into this live.
Yeah. Look, we are so excited to continue to build this network with each of you, and to all of you who are on social media and you have joined Paranormal Unification Project in the last few days. We've had a big jump there. We're excited to get these panels created within the paranormal and to start some discussions here. And, you know, everybody has been very open. It's scary to put something out there right away. You know, there are some that I think are kind of watching to see. But if we don't have these hard discussions, changes can't be made. And I think that is one thing. And especially, you know, I'm going to answer for Rob as well. Rob and I are both big believers that things happen for a reason. Universe gives you what you need. And I think that some of what has happened has just been brought to our attention for huge reasons, right? And so we will, I don't know, we're going to try to help where there might need to be some help. But this is not us gatekeeping it, for the record. This is about all of you creating this opportunity to see where changes need to be made, be the change, and make those changes, right? So let's keep that in mind, that this is not a get haunted thing. We are just simply right here to sort of open that space up, right? I would say, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm reading. I'm just trying to figure out. Oh yeah, I did such cool. Above and below it. Oh, danger. Hey, Danger, learn how to sign in before I put you in timeout. Danger popped in. Got to see Danger for a hot minute. And his cute daughter. And then I guess he went off to find Taryn, which was next to impossible. But yes, Sarah, back to your point. Yeah, everything happens for a reason, right? So we're here. We sit. Here we sit on a much, much different day. With a lot more clarity about a lot of different things. And at the end of the day, grateful.
Yeah, listen, you know what? It's okay. I think that we can all set some nice examples, and however, you know, we support each and every one of you. I think we kind of forget that even if it's not something we would choose to do, I mean, barring just being a dick to be a dick, right? Like, don't be a dick, as the blondes would say. But I'd say, not, we don't all agree with how we each do things, and that's okay. That's not really what this is about. But it is definitely about making people feel welcome to explore their thoughts. And you never know, as we all work together, there might be something that piques your interest that you never thought before. Somebody might say something just right that makes you go, hey, you know what? I wanna try that. So
Yep,
hello
I
people to
agree.
you. So I'm
Yeah,
excited. We're excited. We are excited. And I wish I could have been at Pennhurst. Unfortunately, it wasn't for any reason. I know a couple of people might have wondered. Thanks, Bill. Have a good meeting. Um, it was for no other reason other than I did have a child to bring home from college. I just
yeah,
couldn't do that and get to Pennhurst all at the same time. But I think that it was such an amazing opportunity for Get Haunted, and the crew that did go, they were the exact crew that were supposed to be there.
they were, and it was
Yeah,
amazing. And at the end
yeah,
of the day, I was on a I was parking the car after we loaded it up, and I just looked back and I posted that picture yesterday, and I saw that our 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 army of people standing there, and I was like,
yeah.
it was just such a proud moment to see them all standing there. So I snapped a picture. Um, but God, we could talk for 2 hours about Pennhurst. I mean, Mike brought it
Yeah,
up. We met a woman came to the table that lived there
yeah,
for like 12 years.
yeah.
She was a patient, I believe a patient, but she was there. Really nice. She bought a little flashlight.
Aw.
But yeah, just everybody. April Bissett, 2 tables away from us. So if you know April, that's a party right there. So we got to watch
She's a
her.
peanut. I
She's
never
tiny.
realized just what a little peanut she is. Like,
She's tiny.
I always see the cute little headshot she puts out there, and then you get to see her in these pictures, and you guys all look like giants next to her.
And I turn around at one point, and Rachel and Kevin are standing there, and
Yeah.
Pat and Dallas.
Hey, Troy.
I don't, I don't even have. I had no idea they were coming. I had no idea they were going
Yeah.
to be there, and
Yeah.
oh my God, just seeing them and spending time with them. We got to go to dinner. Um, they were working the tables too. Like, it's just everybody
Yeah.
was there working, but what a nice surprise to have the RTL crew there.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it was so cool. It was so cool. Just everybody standing there, talking, being family, meeting new teams, meeting new
Yeah.
podcasts, meeting the
Yeah.
celebs. It was just good.
Yeah, I love that, Rachel and Kevin, they're Flamery Promotions, and they're also RTL Paranormal. And that is a recent collab with them, and they truly have taken us on as huge support. Once you met them at the bash, Kevin and Rachel, and
Last
that
year.
was an
Yeah.
instant, yeah, that was an instant friendship.
Yeah.
And then when this sort of happened, and then they were part of Girls versus Boys, it was just such an amazing sort of. Well, it wasn't a first time, even though it was the first time I met them physically. It wasn't the first time.
No.
And I loved, at one point, Rob, you had me on FaceTime, so I could be a part of everybody gathering. I even got to be in a selfie or a picture with everybody. He had the camera flipped, so I could be there with everybody. But it was, I could feel it. It was a cool. Penhurst seemed to be just a really cool, nice, like, okay, this is, and yes, guess what? Here's the amazing thing. Guess what? Everybody was there. Everybody, good, bad, or otherwise, that sort of had, situations going on. We can all still be in this one amazing event, and just go about our daily business, and be who we are, right? Shine how we need to shine. So I love that. I love that you guys stepped up. I love that.
Yeah, it was good. Hey, Angel. No, it was good. Oh, just getting to see some old friends. Yes, absolutely. Um, yeah, you may want to think about that because we had a pretty crazy. I had my little fake dinner date with April, but we also had everybody there. And God, there were 10 of us, I think, at that table. Yeah, there were 10. So we were quite the spectacle at PF Chang's. But yeah, it was really, really cool. Hey, yeah, Paranormal Police. Front Street is one of the places I'm looking at for the night before. I'll let you know. But yeah, just seeing it all kind of come together. And Jim Werner and Bob Christopher, the people that kind of kept the glue, and Gina, they did a tremendous job, I think, of taking something that big. Oh, you went out with Empirical, you were with Gina and her crew. Yeah, taking something that big and trying to wrangle it is not an easy task. So, all day I had nothing but great support from the staff there, from Bob, from Jim. No complaints, zero complaints.
That's we forget sometimes when we're one person. I always say that about, like when you're one person meeting 20 people, but their 20 people are meeting just one person. It's a big difference, right? So we have to remember when we do these events, the person that's undertaking this, that's big, and it's not going to go 100% smooth all the time, because you just don't know what is going to happen. You plan for the worst, right? You hope for the best. But I think overall, what I have seen on social media is Pennhurst was a success, and I saw lots of smiling, amazing pictures of everybody of people coming together and taking pictures, and it's awesome to see.
It was cool. Yeah, I've totally, it was just good. It was good. Exhausting. We had to be there 7, I think we got in for setup.
Mm-hmm.
It was a long couple of days, but we did it. I don't live that far from Pennhurst, so we drove back here afterwards to crash, save some money on hotels and whatnot. But yeah, we were tired after. I'm still tired, I think. But it was worth it. It was absolutely worth it.
Well, I'm so glad that was, a success, and that it was, that you took that step after a hard week and showed up, and with a smile and your head held high, which you should. I love all that. Yeah, D-Hoot. So if everybody wants to share their websites, please share them for D-Hoot. She is not on social media. So proud of D-Hoot for saving her mental health, for not being on social media. But if you can, why don't you guys just type out what your websites are, so she can go check those out. D-Hoot is always an amazing support and very interested in paranormal. So help her out, people. Let's do what we do best. No, they're not from Texas. I know, D-Hoot. There's only a couple teams. I don't follow too many teams from Texas, believe it or not. I need to get some more teams for you out that way. So you had Pennhurst. That was 2 days. Oh yes, and YouTube for Stacy, because Stacy also has saved his mental health by not really being on socials, so he just hangs out on YouTube. So I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know if YouTube is any better or any worse, but
it's probably better.
Yeah. So help them out there. So we had that going on, and it was a good thing. We got, I think you got more merchandise to put out there. And so now you guys are getting ready for this coming weekend, which everybody is super excited about, which is Mid-Orange Correctional Facility. Yeah. Warwick, New York. Got to say that one slow.
You struggle with
Warwick.
I do
struggle with it.
It's one word, Warwick.
Yeah. I can't say it that fast though. Warwick. So
thanks above and below.
Hello, Nicole. So we've got that coming up, and people are really excited about this one. This is such an amazing location.
Yeah, it is. Look, I was one of the first to ever kind of get a walkthrough and investigate it. As far as event companies go, I've had great experiences there. Yeah. I've seen just about everything in that place. Where I met Bill and Tanya, it's where we've captured shadow figures, voice, you name it. It's one of the coolest places, and it's in an interesting location. It's currently like a sports complex, and kids are there all day, every day, you know, working on soccer skills and playing games. But at night, it turns into something
Yeah.
much different. Once the soccer games are
Yeah.
over, I know I've been in there during the day and some creep show moments, but at night it's especially
Yeah.
creepy. So yeah, we got a fair amount sold there. We have brought over some refugees from another event company that got kind of left people in a lurch. So we have some extra people coming. It's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a good night. A lot of the
Yeah.
staff will be there. Everybody's excited.
Yeah. They're so excited. I love seeing everybody who's, coming to be a guest right alongside everybody else. Here, I want to look though, because I can't, Rob, my memory just, some days it's good, some days it's just not good at all.
What are you trying to look
Well,
at?
we also have, I just wanted to make sure that our events here, so after mid-O, we have White Hill Mansion, and that's always a fan favorite, a nice, who wouldn't want to go in for a 300-year plus history lesson? I mean, right there on the river. So we have that June 10th, and then after that, we do have the Shanley, and the Shanley is another one that is an amazing location that everybody loves. And we do have a couple of rooms left. So if you're interested, please go to gethaunted.com and click on our events. You can grab what room is. And then, of course, right after that, we have the Battleship, and that one is with the amazing Mr. Dave Schrader.
That's right.
Yes, Joe, I will get those upcoming events for you. I will put them on our page. But you can also, if you want, you can go see the rest of our calendar for the year. If you go to gethaunted.com and check out our events, they're all right there on a nice, beautiful grid with pictures. But I can't post them myself on this. I mean, I guess I could, but
yeah, I have to. You just reminded me. I have to send Schrader something. I got to send Schrader. So.
Yes, White Hill it is a great location. I think that one I have been to with Get Haunted. I think what I love so much about White Hill, I think that's a perfect location for those that are looking to really kind of to hone in on some personal skills.
Yeah, especially with, I don't know, each floor at White Hill is like a different experience, right? So, for me at least.
Thank you, Brittany.
So for me, third floor brings something much, much different than the second floor, then first floor, and then the basement. So, yeah, it's a great place to go and hone your skills.
I think so. Like, there's something about it that is so homey. And the stories, how they sort of have it mapped out. And if you do ever get Kyle as your guide, as your history guide, because he is the vice president right there of the Friends of White Hill. If you get him as your tour guide, he just, the way he sort of shares the story, he is so well connected to the location personally. If you ever want to hear that entire story, I did have him on Paranormally Blonde, and we did discuss that a little bit. He's got some connections there. But there's just something about it. It's just comfortable. And that might have been my first real experience with the shadow people with you, Rob.
Yep. It's comfortable until it isn't. I've had some jump scares, and they're at our little shadow person moment was pretty damn incredible. To have, the validation of two people seeing the same thing was pretty wild, and they appeared to be as curious as we were at that point. It's pretty cool.
One of my new favorite things to do, and that was my first time, Rob, I had specifically asked if you would bring the paranormal music box. I think I had only seen you use it, obviously, if I was on a live with you or if you did a live. I had watched it, but I had never used one myself. And so when you had called on your friends, the shadows, to show themselves, we were in one room, and it's so bizarre. This was the third floor, correct?
Yeah.
This is the third floor. Okay. So if you guys go to White Hill, I want you to try this because this was so intriguing to me. So Rob and I sat in one room, and then there's this hallway. For some reason, when you are in one room looking to the other room, it feels miles long, miles. Um, and in between those two rooms across from each other, there is a little crawl space that people have experiences in. So as we were sitting there, I was sitting on a chair. Rob was sort of in front of me on the floor, and he called his friends, and I felt like I was seeing. We had the what?
You make me sound crazy. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Keep
They were
going.
your friends. You called them.
Okay.
So we had the paranormal music box in front of their door, and I felt like I could count them. Like I felt like they were all sort of like this in the doorway, one on top of each other. So I said, I'm going to say how many of you are there. And when I'm right, let the music box. And I think, Rob, I had shared the story with you or shared the number with you. But when I said 8, the music box went off. And then I played a little game where Rob stayed in the room and I walked in the hallway, which was so dark. But it's not, because there's light that comes from the steps, but you suddenly feel like there is nothing around you. There are no walls, there are no floor. You are just walking in vastness. And I said to them, we're going to play a little red light, green light. Like, I'm going to walk. And when you want me to stop, play. And every step I took was, and it wouldn't go off. And I'm like, you're freaking, like, it was scaring me because they let me get fairly close before it went off. And I was not close to the music box, just so anybody doesn't think I set it off. I did not. I wasn't that close, but it was interesting how far they let me get.
Yeah.
And it took me, I felt like it took me an hour to walk the short amount of distance.
Yeah.
It was scary. It was scary to me.
Yeah. You ended up with bruises that night from wherever, but White Hill could get funky, and my friends can make it very, very interesting. So yeah, it's a good place.
Yeah, it's White Hill is amazing. So, and it is a little bit of a creep show. We also had an experience in the crawl space and also in the back. Well, I think where they have them as possible brothel situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a very interesting EVP, and I feel like, Rob, you know what it says. It's very aggressive. You won't tell me what you think it says. But we got that. I think you asked a question about me. We asked why a certain situation wasn't happening, and I heard the aggressiveness, and you just were like, and now we're done. So I don't know what it said, but it's an interesting location. But I think what I love about it is sometimes I love large locations. I do. I will roam, as we know, I will roam the hell out of a place. But what I really love about White Hill is that it does offer you a comfort to really sort of push your limit and to really sort of work on those things to connect with the other side. So I don't know. I'm a huge fan of White Hill. I've been there one time, and I will just tell you, it is worthy of going more than once.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, we're there all the time, right? We did our live there last Halloween, and we were all the big talkers, right? We were all like, I'm sleeping here. We were going Destination Fear style, right?
Yeah.
Nope. By the end, we were all downstairs, about as close to the door as you can get.
Oh yeah, weren't you guys gonna all sleep on different floors? You're all
we were big shit talkers until it came time to be alone, and then it was like, nah, we couldn't do it. Brittany, you'll find out soon. You'll find out soon.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. It is the whole place. The whole place is so. It is just an interesting place, but it's not. And I didn't even. You know what? Here's what I have discovered. I need to go to locations definitely more than once. I think everybody should. You should always try to validate your experiences. But what I realized was I had spent almost my entire time up on the 3rd floor. I never even really explored the 2nd floor. And I know there's some interesting things on the 2nd floor.
There are. I do the same thing there, especially. I tend to stay in the third or the basement. Meanwhile, the second floor, really good. There
Yeah.
was a night sometime last year where we did in the front parlor, and we were it's like the craziest EVPs. So sometimes you have to um, force yourself to stay in
Yeah.
areas you don't think that you are going to get anything in. You have to spend the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Danny, you'll get another chance. We'll do something soon. Um, and
And
yeah,
yes, you know what, John, I just want to say with the basement, John, one cool thing that I really loved, and that was one thing that I did get to witness, is I loved Danny, I think Rob, you as well, but you guys play poker down there with the ghost. And there is some awesome, awesome interaction and validations with EVPs and the card playing.
yeah,
So when you guys get a chance at White Hill, be sure um, be sure to give the spirits that are down there, they want to play. They want to play cards. They want to interact with you. And I think that is probably one of the most amazing experiments down there. I love that experiment. It was really, really fun to
yeah.
watch. Yeah.
It's just a great place. So yeah, if you're on the fence, don't be. A place can be really amazing. There are quiet nights, just like anywhere
Sure.
else. Um, but a lot of our nights there are really, really good.
Yeah, you can't you know you definitely the history itself and some of the history that might get, because we caught some of this even on our Halloween live,
Yeah.
and we didn't even realize some of the things that were captured really uh it validated some of the history that was actually connected that's not even really talked about at White Hill. So it is, you know, again, this is part of the really cool when we start to share information and we start to share our experiences, right? We just start to make those little, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah.
I think there was something about typing or something like that, right?
Well,
There's something connected to the gentleman at White Hill.
typesetter. Yeah.
Yeah.
He invented, I want to say Helvetica. Kyle, if you're still on, correct me. Yeah, there are typesetting and
Yeah.
fonts invented.
Yeah.
It's a really cool place. I mean,
Yeah.
it existed before we were even a country. So
So awesome.
a
It's so
lot has
awesome.
happened.
So
Yes, thank
that's why.
you, Kyle. I got it.
Oh, look at that. Good job, Rob. So yeah, we've got June. June is sort of the heart of paranormal investigating. It's sort of the easy time for people to get off, start enjoying their summer vacations. So that's what we've got going on in June. So we have White Hill on the 10th, we have Shanley on the 17th, and then July 1st. We have the battleship, USS North Carolina battleship with Dave Schrader. And then July, we do have a Conjuring House situation. We also have on the same day, we've added a smaller location, and I kind of dig this one. This is Old Franklin County Jail. That one is in, how do you say that? Is it
Elmira.
Chamberburg?
Yeah.
Is it Chamberburg, Pennsylvania?
Chambersburg.
Okay, so that location, what I really dig about that, so you know, we don't overstuff our investigations, our tour, our, what am I looking for? Our events. Oh my God. So we just don't, right? But if you're looking for a little bit of a smaller, more intimate, this Old Franklin jail looks so intriguing to me. This one is,
Yeah.
again, you know, to sort of bring it all in a little closer and maybe get to know who had spent their nights in that jail. I don't know much of the history. I don't love to dig into the history before I go.
Same. I
Yeah.
know it's kind of a catch-22, right? Because sometimes guests want to know all the history, which is
Mm,
great when you have Kyle or somebody, a historical tour at a location, but when they don't, you're like, damn it. So you kind of got to learn
yeah.
it sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Speed
like
Freak. They're all good. I'm telling you, Shanley's absurd, Mid Orange is absurd, and White Hill can be absurd. So this is why you need the access card. This is why people should be. I don't know. People should be jumping all over it. You can save a shit ton of money with the access
yeah.
card.
Yeah, I think this is something I think, and I think this is going to be one that really catches on. And we understand if you haven't been to a Get Haunted event yet, you might not want to commit to that card. But what I will tell you is after one event, you're going to be like, I want to go to another one or possibly two more. It would make the best sense for you to jump on our VIP access card. That does give you about a 30% discount, not on hotels. So not Shanley, not Hoover. Well, am I missing anything else?
Cashtown.
Cashtown. And it does not cover a Conjuring. Those four are the exceptions, but for the White Hills, the MSPs, the battleships, the old hospital on College Hill, Hartsuff Hall, all these other amazing locations that we do have, it gets you a nice discount, and it gets you a nice discount on merchandise too. And this was really one way for Get Haunted to say, we really do appreciate you and we want you to always come back. And we know that we are not the cheapest of events, but we do that for lots of reasons. And that is to give you the best event that you can possibly have, and also not to overfill them. And to, right, we want to make sure that we're giving you quality in what we're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And if that's Jean, stop asking. You're getting a hat. I feel like that's Jane. Don't know why.
I love that, John. That does make a great Father's Day.
It does for the paradads out there. But let's take just something I don't think people get, right? Because I get a lot of shit about the Conjuring House cost.
Yeah.
It's not cheap. For us, it's not cheap, right? Yeah. So if we can fit 12 people and she charges me X amount of dollars, there's never a guarantee that we're going to sell every single ticket. So yes, as Sarah stated, we have to do what we have to do to make sure you have the best experience. And if you've been there or any of our events, I'm ridiculous. I buy pizzas. I do all these. If I'm there, you're getting pizza. It's just how it works.
And apparently, if I'm there, even if I'm going to shove healthy food down your traps, you're going to always end with a pizza.
Right. Even when I'm not allowed to. So, but there's no guarantee we're going to sell all those tickets. So, I guess I always say the same thing to people is, okay, go rent it yourself on the weekend. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's, it's not easy, but you get people that care. Our team is fantastic. There's
fantastic.
There's no way around that. You get people that are gonna be there for you forever.
Yeah.
Most of the time, and you walk in. What you're saying? We can't promise you a paranormal experience, but we can promise you an experience in the paranormal, and that's the truth. So yeah, you pay a little more with us, but you get what you pay for in a lot of cases. So
yeah, we really do. Our crew, Sandra, we do have an amazing team, and you are part of that. I will tell you, that I think, Rob, you and I are both very outwardly loving people. We love everybody on the crew. I have to have I got to hug everybody. Rob's a hugger. We are just about bringing people in. And I think that is what you will see with our crew. These people found us. We are big on like energies all connecting, and our crew found us, and they are amazing people.
That's right.
They're passionate, they're caring, they're loving. They're all different. They're all different in their abilities. They're all different in their belief systems. They're all different in so many different ways. Adam, you're getting a hug. When I see you, you're getting a hug.
Yeah. And a Rob hug is worth the extra $20, people. So come on.
No, there's no
Sarah hug's worth probably 50.
She hugs better than I do. But you know what? Like, honestly, like, our crew, offers you that space to really get in there and be, you'll be a hugger though. If that's Troy, you'll be a hugger by the end of it. You'll be a hugger by the end of a Get Haunted. We'll get you in there. but honestly, I think our crew, they just offer you this amazing space to get in there, be the investigator you are. And if you're a little shy, I think we have great people that can just kind of be with you and sit with you until you're ready to get in there and do it, right? I just get hugs. Oh, I love that.
Like
Hashtag
it.
get hugs. I love that.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean that was a crazy, crazy good night. Yeah.
Was that your last visit to the Conjuring?
Yeah, my last one. Yeah.
Yeah. Now Stacy wants a hug. Well, Stacy, then get your ass to an event and get a hug.
Get a hug. Free hugs.
Free hugs, everybody. Yeah. So it's, again, that's really, I think what Get Haunted is truly trying to establish here, is just getting everybody together that wants to be in the same room and just be themselves. And I don't know, just have a good time exploring. Like, can't spell Get Haunted. Oh,
I know why he and Brittany are together. They're freaking quick, and they have a sharp wit. That's a good
They really do. They really do. I love that. Why is John not a crew? He's like honorary crew, but he should just be
is, and I just got to give him a shirt.
Right. So get ready. You'll have something with staff slash.
John, you're in the cult. There you go. You're part of the cult now.
Yeah. So this is gonna be a lot of fun. We've got, summer's coming. Don't forget, we do have a Tennessee summer trip coming up. That will be Old South Pitt Hospital and Old Historic Harriman Hospital. The hospital trips there in Tennessee. Hey, Tori love. And that's the end of July. That's the 28th and 29th. So if you're looking to plan a fun paranormal road trip, I'd say do it. Get your tickets, and you could even get the VIP. If you got your VIP card, you just get those right away. There's two events right there, back to back. Bam,
30%.
Discounted.
You'll save 30% right off the bat.
I say do that, and then you get some discounts off some cool merchandise. So, doy. Yeah. So we've got some cool things coming up, and there is no more. Hands down, east side of Tennessee, gorgeous. I'm just gonna say I've had some time out there last summer. Beautiful. And the Harriman Hospital, that's a big boy. Takes up the whole city block.
Big one. I haven't been there.
Yeah, it's a big one.
But it looks big.
Yeah. I've only driven around it. And you know what they did have? We can only pray that on the 29th. I wonder if we can request this. When I drove by it, they were selling Amish fried pies. Hello. It made me think of the old fashioned. Remember those, Rob? The McDonald's fried apple pies.
Yeah.
Back in the 70s.
Yeah. I mean, I was just barely born at that point.
Yeah, barely. Okay.
Barely. Yeah, but how do they fry them?
I don't know, but I don't care. They looked and sound delicious. So I would like to request that food truck to be in front of Harriman for the end of July, because that would be an amazing thing. So in oil,
I get it, in oil. I get it. Like, do they have a campfire? Like, how the, I thought
they might be pre-done.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
So, yeah. So, Sam, we got to see you at one of these down south events. I hope to, be able to catch up with Sam. Sam's Pretty Paranormal. If you guys don't already know who she is, go check it out. It's right there on YouTube. Sam's Pretty Paranormal. She does some cool stuff. She does some true crime. She does makeup looks. She's beautiful. She's a beautiful, sweet girl. I love my Sam. We've known Sam for a while. Dutch oven with hot oil. That's what John C. is telling you. So you got instructions now. You're good.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, thanks, John. So what else? So we've got some new merch on the horizon coming. We're gonna be launching the Black Tea Society. So you guys wait for that, because for all you that said you wanted a monthly tea subscription, we better see your asses signing up, because we're gonna be launching that soon. And anything else, Robert, that you would like to add?
Yeah, no, the teas, I'm excited to get that going. seriously, there's just some cool designs coming. And yeah, we put some of that money to the legal defense fund. So sign up for the goddamn t-shirt club.
It's not funny. It's not funny.
Lawyers are expensive. You think my events are expensive? Holy shit! Get a New Jersey lawyer at $350 an hour.
I don't know. Like, honestly, we could, Adam. See, maybe an underwear subscription.
Adam, I'm trying to stay out of trouble. Adam, please. Yeah. So we have really cool designs coming.
Yeah.
Get ready because it's gonna be coming. And it's the only place you'll be able to get them. I got to be smart about this. Spooky drawers. Yeah. What do you mind?
We could do boxers. We could do fun boxers.
We could do something kind of, because I see the big t-shirt right now everybody is sporting is I EVP'd my pants a little. So we could do underwear with funny sayings on them, I suppose. But honestly, like, you want to update your paranormal wardrobe, or you need something a little different, right? Mike's got a good idea. Little boo
box. Oh, I love that. Danny, I will have to make sure Danny is okay with little boo on boxers. I love that. If you see me running, I tried to fight it and failed. Run faster. Uh-oh. See, everybody's going to have some ideas now. I wouldn't mind like the boy shorts with the skull on them. That'd be pretty cool. She's like thinking, Danny's like, are you okay with little boo on people's butts? Are you okay with that? You have to think about that. All right. So we've got so much work to catch up on. We have lots to do. I know sweatpants, Danny Marie, we need to talk. We need to get these to be a thing. Bye, Kyle. Get haunted,
Bye,
stay
Kyle.
haunted. I am get haunted. So yes, we've got some things to work on. We will be working on the paranormal unification project with each and every one of you. So if you are on Facebook and you want to join, it is a private group. The cool thing, bye, Tori, thank you for stopping by, love. The cool thing about this group is if you're not ready to put that's pretty funny, Di. Did you see this?
No.
She's funny. She's a funny girl.
I can't wait for you to meet Di. She's just
that's
all
funny.
MSP.
That is very funny. But yes, the cool thing about PUP on this private group, it is a private group. Nobody can see who's in it, and nobody, so for those of you who want to join, if you want to join to help contribute and or talk about some topics, you can also post anonymously. So if you're not quite ready to put your name to a thought or a topic that seems a little controversial, you can do it anonymously. So yeah.
Don't be an ass with it. Just be good.
Yeah. No, there's no being an ass. There's no being an ass.
There are no asses in PUP.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
That's that. Well, listen, it gets us nowhere if, here's really, again, I just, to put it out there, we're trying to strip away the games, people. We listen, I'm 52 and out. Rob's 52 and out. We ain't got that much time left. We don't have time to play games. We want to live out the rest of our paranormal careers doing what it is we love, sharing in that passion. And quite frankly, I personally have already been through junior high. I didn't like it then, and I'm not loving it now. So I would like to go ahead and graduate from that. And that is one thing. What are you writing down? Are you writing? Am I fired?
Just writing my will.
Okay. There you go. Yeah. So, this is really about stripping away some of that bullshit, just so we can get to what's sort of roadblocking the community, and how we as a community can stand up together and say, no, this is enough. This is, we want to be a part of the paranormal, not the politics of paranormal, but just be in the paranormal. There's always going to be politics. We can't get away from that.
Like the politics won't be there. Here's what I learned, especially after Penhurst. It's not just us. There are a lot of people have
Oh gosh, yeah.
struggles out there. And how do we, how do you even, how do you know it's not just
Yeah,
you? Right? I can see where people are like,
yeah,
God damn, everybody, like it's, then when you start seeing other people having similar issues,
yeah.
and then finding ways to talk about it's not for outing people, it's finding ways
No,
to talk about how do we fix this
yeah.
insanity moving forward in dialogue for me. And if
Mhm.
you've watched me since what, February, like talking seems to be the only thing that actually works. So talking
Yeah,
these things through are very, very important. And it can be anything. It doesn't have to be
yeah.
into big drama. So that's what pup
No,
is. It's just time to take it back
yeah.
and create.
Communication, right?
Right.
Open communication.
Yeah. Yep.
It doesn't mean we're all going to be besties, right? It doesn't mean that we're all going to be um but I think what it does mean is we can maybe stop creating stories where they don't need to be. We can stop creating drama where there is none. We can stop maybe joining in on fights that don't belong to us and truly just get back to what we love. So if you're looking to get back to what you love, then you can join us right there on Paranormal Unification Project, aka PUP, right there on Facebook. Again, private group. Or you can just come join us right here on the Get Haunted Network and keep doing what it is you guys are doing. Please know right now out there, I put out because again, Rob and I talked this morning, and I was like, we don't even talk about the paranormal anymore. So I put out there, let's start putting some theories that we can build on. I put one out there that I believe Troy is out there talking, and Bill actually added to that conversation. So we're sort of talking about some theories or thoughts on the paranormal. So put one of your favorite ones out there. What is your favorite theory? What is something that you love working on? And see if anybody else is having that same thought or can add to that. That's how this all sort of
Yeah.
becomes something bigger, right? We expand our paranormal brains together. So
This is where we need Stacy to actually have Facebook for a day or two.
I know. I wish Stacy, can't you just have it in just you don't have to add friends. Can you just be Stacy and just join the Get Haunted Network, the public page? That's it. Just join the public page and then we can have you talk. What did he say? No?
He
What
didn't
is he
say.
saying?
He said nothing.
Oh, he said nothing. She's saying,
That's Sam.
I'm sorry. Sam's saying facts. See, no glasses. I can't. It's gotten worse. Do you know that, Rob? I can't. I used to be able to make out some words. I can't make out one single word on the side
Because
anymore.
you're 52 and checking out. We get it.
I'm checking out.
Apparently, I
Don't
am
I?
too. That's why I'm writing my will.
We don't have much time
So
left. Who are
Stacy
we
said
leaving?
he'll think about it, Sarah.
Please think about it, Stacey, because I think you would add such amazing insight to the network, the public network page. That's the only thing I'm going to ask you to join would be the network public page. I think Stacey has a great course, communicating with the dead, that I am working on. And I'm not going to lie. I mean, being friends with the teacher helps, so you can ask those extra questions when you have them. But it is so fascinating and so intriguing. And why wouldn't you want to add as much stuff to your arsenal when you're out there, right? Like that's the cool part about all of this. You meet all these amazing people and we want to show you off, Stacy. So at least think about it. I'm so happy that you're at least thinking about it. I love that. All right, Rob, we've taken up their time. Ooh, let's see. I have a theory that spirits
Yeah.
hear us better through electronic means. Like we can hear them when playing back EVPs. I feel like they get responses more when we play the recordings back.
Whoever that is, I want to talk to
Uh-huh.
you. I play EVPs to stir up activity in some places. I feel the same way. Yeah. Well, so throw that up there. Get on pop and put it out there. If that's
No,
dangerous.
it's in the I have that particular theory. I have the theory question out in the public network page.
Oh, never mind.
So don't put it in pop. I mean, you can put it in pop.
Yeah,
but
it makes no sense to put it in pop. Never mind. Just put it wherever it's supposed to be. You'll find it. Shit.
Yeah, go to the Get Haunted Network.
Oh, Meg, hey, hon.
Put it out there and let's talk about it. I love that. We love you, Sandy. We love you. So we are gonna dig in. We've got a lot of work to get back to. We have a lot of people to show serious love and attention to. What are you showing? What do you have? What toy are you showing?
I was trying to be frozen. I was trying to fake being frozen, but it didn't work because I'm really shaking.
That's not funny. All right, guys, I got to get him reeled back in. As always, you guys all know we see you, we hear you, we appreciate you, and we love you dearly. Thank you for your continued support. Rob and I will work hard on keeping this network open to each and every one of you. We will correct our behaviors that are appalling to so many.
I don't do anything wrong ever.
But seriously, we're back to some self-work. We're back at the things we can change, and the only thing we can change is ourselves. The rest is up to you guys. So, yeah.
Before we go,
right?
A priest and a rabbi walk into a bar. We're not going to do it. We're not doing it.
Okay,
you
but
might see the answer
afterwards?
online. Go look it up.
Just put the punchline out there and see what happens. All right, you guys, keep being the amazing paranormal community you are. I'm going to work on word speaking. I apparently need to go into enunciate. I think somebody once said on Paranormally Blonde, I needed like what did they say? A lecture class? What was it? Or a public speaking course or something?
Public speaking. No, I know who said that.
Yeah, so I probably should work on my word enunciation. But please keep being the amazing community you are. We truly appreciate it. You are Get Haunted. You are what makes this community amazing. And hashtag I am Get Haunted. That's a new one. That's taken off, Rob. So wait for those t-shirts. That's going to happen.
Yeah, don't be afraid to wear it, people. You are Get Haunted. Even if you're not here being punished by me or Sarah or Danny. Oh,
right.
no.
What?
Stacy signed up for the book.
Stacy. Everybody go friend Stacy.
It is a cult. This is a cult. We did it. We're official cult leaders.
I love it. Rachel, love you. You have no Rachel.
Rachel.
I just want to squeeze that girl so hard. I just love that girl.
I do too. She's just way fucking taller than me, and it's really awkward. I'm like,
she's taller than everybody. Okay, so everybody go look for Stacy. I don't know what name he's gonna go under.
Sarah, you just told him not. Just
let it be. Everybody friend the shit out of Stacy. We're gonna bombard him. No, we're not. He's gonna be this is gonna be fun. I'm so excited. Stacy, you just made my day. This is going to be fun. Oh. So yeah.
Hold on.
All right.
This is Poltercillin. This is not fuck off spray.
Oh. Is there something we need to know that you need Poltercillin? The hell's going on over there in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, it's got a little infection.
All right, we're goofy. It's time to call. All right,
go
guys.
away.
Thank you so much. Have the best rest of your week you can.
I know, Danny. I owe you a spray. I know. I'm sorry. Fuck. You're coming over Thursday. We got this.
All right. Okay, you guys. Love you, Sam. And we will talk to you guys next
before we get in trouble. We're going to get shut down.
All right. Bye.